Hello student, this is Pinkal Kumar Jain from Nakoda coaching classes. Today we discuss the topic of motions. So what is the according to this concept? What is the meaning of motions? It means the change of positions of object over time is called to motions. Means change. The object is initially about this point and that move when they move and final point this, so we get can say that is the change their position means starting point to ending point their change their positions. Okay, so when change the positions, what is the requirement? That is change in requirement of time. So we can say an object change their position with respect to time, so that is called to motions. What is the types of motions? It means it is three types: 1D, 2D, and 3D. That means 1D, one dimensions, 2D, two dimensions, and 3D, three dimensions. 1D means only because of we can say only one object change their positions in only one dimension when the one direction, so that is one dimension. That is only change their positions. Okay, it is the initial point final one this is, so this is the call to one dimension of motions. Two dimension motions, there is example, that is the at a time two position change, and there is a three dimension. How can identify this? This definition of 1D, 2D, and 3D. Okay, so what is 1D, what is 2D? The change of position object only one dimension with respect to time. Okay, that is the example of ant moving. Means a wire, we place this is the wire. Okay, this is the wire. Ant initial point this after some time this, after some time this is this, and move this. So what is the change? Their position change in only one dimension, means one direction with respect to time. So this is the daily life example of 1D. What is the meaning of 2D? There is a two dimensions. So 2D, it means two dimension. The change of positions, the change of positions, the change of positions in only one dimension, in only two dimension. 2D means two dimension with respect to time. That is the change in position with respect to time in two directions. That is called to what is, this is the call to 2D. Okay, what is daily life example? That is carom board. Okay, we can say this is a carom board, this is the carom board. Okay, this is another surface carom board. Okay, and this is the this surface. Okay, when a striker or any other in these points, these situations, they have means these situations, and when particle is this side this point, so it is connect with x as well as y. Another example, that is circular motions, that is the circular motion and move in this side, this is the axis, and rotation axis this, you can say that is the y axis and that is the axis in a circular motion, that is the x axis and that is the y axis. Okay, this is, so that is the example of two dimension motion. So we can say that is the 2D geometry. Yeah, 2D. What is the example and what is the definition of 3D? The change of position of an object with respect to time in three dimensions, three directions. Sir, what is the example of motion of aeroplane, motion of birds, like any other? How can, sir, it is the simple as thus. What is the shape of plane? Maybe this is the shape of birds. So their direction is this direction, maybe this we consider x, this consider y, and this consider in the chair. All have different, this is the x y z, that is considered as a three dimension motions. Okay, so this is the clarify one dimension 1D, 2D and 3D. The example 1D, that is the motion of ant. Example of 2D, this is the motion of circular motion, that is the example of 2D. And the next one is the 3D, that is when the example of 3D, that is the motion of aeroplane, motion of birds. This is the all example. It is the daily life example of 2D, 1D, 2D and 3D. We use basic terminology in motions. Basic terminology. First is the distance and displacement. First is the distance and displacement. What is the meaning of distance and what is the meaning of displacement? Okay. A particle move one point to another point. This is the initial point. Particle, this is the initial point and this is the final point. Okay, this is initial point and this is final point. One particle travels this to this point, one particle travels this point situation, one path this. So what is the distance and what is the displacement? Distance means actual length of object, means a point is situated, a point is draw, very small, but they have a length. This point has a length, means this point have a length, does not a zero, it's a 0.000 something, but does not a zero. Okay, so it is a maybe 0.00 something. So what is the meaning of the actual meaning of distance? It means the distance can be defined the actual length of particle object. We can say that is the object. Okay, particle oblique object means actual length of object. Okay, we can say that is a 0 something, 0.000 something in the presence of particle, that is 0.00 something. In case we can say a particle length is 0, so it particle not possible in universe. So we have it can't be 0 and can't be 0, so we can say it can't be negative, and it is a scalar quantity. What is the meaning of scalar and vector quantity? The scalar quantity which have only magnitude. Scalar means only magnitude. Vector quantity, this is both magnitude as well as directions. Okay, so this is the terminology of distance. Similar terminology at displacement, because both have comparison. Okay, what is the displacement? It is the related to distance, but in the terminology with defined with the directions. Okay, so displacement, that is the particle move this path, first, second path and third path. Okay, first, second, third path, A or B. What is the displacement? First, second, third. That is the sum. Why? So define a shortest distance. That is the shortest distance. This is shortest distance. Not this, not this. Okay. So shortest distance between two particles. Shortest distance between two particles, that is called to displacement. Okay. And it can be 0. When can be 0, it means can be 0. The initial point, that is the initial point and final point, that is point A, is the initial and final point is also same. This is, so initial point and final point have same, then the displacement is 0, and it is also negative because it is a count as a vector quantity. Okay, so distance is always less than equals to displacement and distance greater equals to displacement. So this is the basic terminology. So give some example about distance, displacement, and take some simple example in daily life in numerical problems. Okay, you find out what is distance, displacement. Okay, so that is the simple example. Determine the displacement and distance given a circle of radius r and center O. When a particle travel B to A, we are here B to A means travel half circle, and B to B, that is the complete the full circle. Okay, first we find out for half circle B to A. Okay, so first it is the define the distance means that is the actual length. Okay, it is the actual length means that is this part is actual length. Yeah, this is part is actual length. So total length is 2 pi r, and that is the half, it is the semicircle, it means pi r. So diameter is equal to, sorry, distance is equal to pi r, that is the half of circumference, that is the. What is the displacement? What is the displacement? Shortest distance means it is a straight line, only straight line, that is the distance, that is their distance is, that is a straight line, that is the displacement. Shortest distance means that is their diameter. What is the diameter? Radius is equal to r, and diameter is equal to 2 times of r, is meant 2 times of r. First question, that is the example of half circle, and when we have find out the full circle, that is the distance is equal to total distance, the total circumference is equal to 2 pi r, that is the distance. Okay, and displacement, initial point and final point have same, so displacement is 0, so we can say 0. Okay, so it is the example of numerical question. We take some other example. Okay, I have take some questions about this. We take, okay, this is the questions. This is semicircle and that is the rectangle. Okay, we can say that is 5 3 4 2 2 3 2 5 2 or 4, that is point A and B. Okay, that is point A and B. Find out distance and displacement between A and B. This is the questions. 1 minute, I have paused this screen. Okay, solve this. Okay, what is the result? Displacement and distance. We find out first displacement. Displacement, there is the straight line. Displacement means there is the straight line only. Okay. We find out this. This is the 4. So this is equals to, draw this. First draw this. Okay. Now P, that value is the 4. That value is the 4. So we can say this is the also 4. By right angle triangle, there is the 5. That is 3. So that is the 4. We know that right angle triangle by PGT, that is also 4. This is 2. So we also can say this is 2. That is the radius is given, that is the half circle 2. So diameter is equal to 4. So we can say that is the 4. It is also 3. So 3, 2, 5, 2. So 5, it is also 5. 5 and here 4. Okay. So what is the additions? Add both and find out the displacement. That is 4 plus 4, 4, 4, 8, 2, 10, 10, 14 and 3, 17, 17 and 5. It is 4, 4, 8, 10, 14, 17 and 5, 22 and 4, 26. So displacement is equal to 20, that is 20, 4 fours, 8, 10, 14, 17, 17 not 5, 23, 22, sorry, 22 and 4, 26. It is in all meters, so we can say that is 26. Sir, what is the distance? What is the distance? Distance means actual length. This wire in the expansions. So simply add. Okay, simple add, that means the first add 4 plus 3 plus 5, 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 5 12, 12 or 2, 12 and 2, 14. This half circle does not add because after some time we add. Okay, 4, 3, 7, 7 or 5, 12, 14, 14 and 3, 17, 17 and 2, 19, 19 and 5, 24, 24 and 2, 26, 26 or 4, 30. Okay, so this is the value of 30. Now it is actual, find out that is a distance is equal to 30 plus. Why plus? Because we not consider this circle. Okay, so half circle is equal to pi r length, so pi, that is 3.14, r equals to 2. Solved out this and got the 636.28 meter. This is the answer of distances test. Okay, have you understand about these questions all? Okay, I hope you understood about this all topics. Thank you. I have in next class we explain in the velocity, acceleration, speed. Okay, thank you.